middle school search, understandably. But I think, I know coming out of this, that we were very pleased that there was no evidence of any drugs or illegal substances in our middle school or our high school. The principals, as I said, were able to send out a telephone call to parents, so they were made aware of that very quickly. Whereas in the past, we've had to put a letter in the mail and it got mailed home, and so obviously it lost the effect. This gave a lot of credit to the North Reading Police Department. We had Detective Mike Murphy and Tom Romeo and Kevin Brennan was involved, Sergeant Brennan was involved, and
Lieutenant Brennan.
Yeah, the changes, right? That's why I was stretching for that. Middlesex Sheriff's Department, and we had a representative from the Middlesex District Attorney's Office.
Just curious, when we first started these, 3 or 4 years ago, there were some apparent complaints and issues. Do you still get those, or pretty much?
Wasn't a lot.
Is this an accepted? Because I think it's great that we do these because I think they're required.
I know at the high school, I didn't hear anything from the middle school, but from the high school principal, Mr. Bernard shared with me one email comment, because you can respond to a message that was extremely very favorable. It's a great thing. Thank you. And another concern was raised over, why is this necessary? This is really going too far. What about privacy and individual rights of students and so forth? And was concerned that this was a breach of individuality. And so you have to respect that.
Right.
You have to understand that that certainly is a valid concern. These are all questions that we wrestle with every time we approach this. I do believe that while it is not the schools that we all were educated in, it is necessary to do that. And I think in the end, if you talk with students, that they feel better about knowing that at least that there are, we're not finding drugs in the schools. I think it would be a different story if every one of these searches, after year of doing this, and after all of the educational programs we have in place, we're still continuing to reveal in the face of a canine search that illegal substances are there. And so I think it would be naive on our part to say that this is taken care of, any issue with student involvement with drugs. This is going to be a continuous fight. That's why we have our Youth at Risk Committee to continue to take a look at this. Education is still a very powerful weapon, and involving parents is still an important part of what we have to do. And it's not just the schools. Everyone needs to form a partnership. We have a great partnership with our police and fire, and many communities don't have that. And so that's really a tribute. That takes a lot of work on everyone's part to build that partnership, to build that trust between the school, the police, the fire, as well as with students in the home.
It works because it's a local forum. It's the parents and the school and the administration and the local police that meet regularly and address the issues our kids are dealing with. It's not a state-run program, it's catered to North Reading, and that's why I think we're successful.
Anything else, David? And then we have anything under correspondence? We actually have the letter regarding the Hood audit, correct?
The hood reimbursement.
Hood reimbursement for the audit. surprises there.
It says it's approved it for the 64% reimbursement.
Right. Anything else?
I'd just like to bring to everybody's attention, the current MASC bulletin has an article that's entitled, "So Where Did You Learn How to Be a School Committee Member?"
Oh, yeah.
And it makes reference in the article, apparently there is some solid research now that links, and I don't say this because I think we're especially good, but it links the quality of education in a district to the quality of the school committee. And it specifically refers to the importance of local specific training. And I know Dr. Troughton puts together a program for a new member of this committee. I didn't benefit from that, but
I was the last victim of that
If
training.
you don't do that, then you have to go to the state one.
Maybe you should have a refresher course, Mr. Derby.
That's
I'm
right.
sure.
It's required.
And the state requires also, but,
One of those.
What are they gonna do if you don't do it?
well, I asked them
You
that.
can't require an elected official to do anything.
But Steve's right. When I was elected, you know, David spent a lot of time educating me, and then I went to Jerry to get re-educated after David educated me. But no,
David has a pocket
it was an
watch.
excellent program, what David puts together, and I think it's important too. So if we ever do get any new members on the committee.
You think?
but it also highlights the importance of everybody in the committee keeping up with what's going on.
Correct.
Research and leverage it.
Great. At this time, we have a need to go into an executive session for the purposes of litigation, collective bargaining, and then return to open session for the purposes of adjournment. So can we have a motion to go into executive session?
So
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Vaca, second by Mr. Derby. Mr. Venezia.
Aye.
Mrs. Vaca.
Aye.
Mr. Derby.
Aye.
Mr. Webster. Aye.